Hello, everyone. I hope you people can hear me. I'm super excited to come live for you today. Let me know in the comments. We'll be going live in just a few minutes, but I want to see your comments. And first of all, I want to say thank you. Of course, I'm so excited. Been waiting for this day for a long time, and I just wanted to share it with you. I want to make sure that, of course, you can see me and hear me clearly before we get started. So that's going to be important. Hear from you, Hamilton, Ontario. Okay, great. Thank you. Wow. That's very nice. Patty, okay, very nice to see you here. I want to make sure that everybody can hear me clearly. So, do I get that? I'm super excited. We're a little bit early. We're going to take a little bit of time for people to join us. I'm about 4 to 5 minutes early, but I'm really happy. I was up late last night, just refresh on my phone, waiting for that to go up. So it was kind of a long night, but it was really excited. Great. Okay, great. So you guys can hear me. Cool. Thank you so much. I'd love to see the feedback and the comments coming in. So I'm kind of keeping an eye on that. I can see your comments, and so very cool to have you here. Yeah, definitely. It's been quite a ride for everyone, and I'm really happy to see all of your comments. I've been reading them this morning. Lots of congratulations, lots of thank yous. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Michelle, great to see you here. Jarek, thank you so much. Nice to be here. And wow, James, Janice, and Stephen from USA, from Colorado. Nice. Great. Claudio, all the way from Mexico. Wow. From around the world. I am in Da Nang, Vietnam here where I live. It's 7 a.m. here. So no worries. I've got lots in store for you to share with you. We're going to talk a little bit about some things from the past, some of the challenges that I face. We're going to talk about where things are now and where I think we can go in the future. And basically, I just want to create just a ton of value here. So that hasn't changed. So I'm excited to bring all of that to you. We're going to let people catch up and get online because I'm still a little bit early, but for you, I'm super excited. I should go live more often, but sometimes I need my editor to cut out all my incredible words. I say incredible when I listen back to some of my videos and I realize it's like, oh my God, how many times can I say that word? So I tend to repeat myself, but coming live and seeing everybody, seeing all your comments is super cool. So I'm happy to see that. Stephen from Sydney, Australia, from around the world, and Larry from Georgia. Larry, of course, has been with me for many, many, many years and is an elite member. So I'm happy to see you here, Larry. Wow, some of the best. Depending upon where you are in the world, it could be very early in the morning or very late at night. But wherever you are and whatever time it is, I'm super thankful for you to share this moment with me because without you, I wouldn't have this moment. Right. So it's not just your views and your likes and your comments and your purchases, but it's your continued feedback and your support and the ideas and even telling me when I get something wrong. That helps shape us. It shapes the channel. It shapes the future videos. So without that feedback, even when we get things wrong, you're there to tell me. So I do appreciate that. And I appreciate your patience, when things are not right, when we send an email out that might not be right. But so I always appreciate that. Sometimes the website goes down. So I've got a team of people also behind me. And without their help, I couldn't do it as well. So I have about between 8 and 10 VAs, depending upon the day. And so I appreciate their help as well. All right, great. So we're going to get started right away. So once again, we've reached 1 million subscribers. I am just amazed and I am just blown away. Although, many years ago, I thought this was such a far possibility. That day has come, and it's an incredible feeling. And it's not just about the number, it's really about the impact, right? And to be able to share my ideas and my thoughts and some of them crazy ideas, to be able to do that and impact so many people around the world and so many countries around the world I'm just blown away by that. We have gone through so much together, but it wasn't always, this way, right? It was hard and it was challenging. And there are days that were so difficult. It was actually the journey. It started in 2015 when I lived in Thailand for 10 years and I moved to Ho Chi Minh City at that time in Vietnam. And I knew I wanted more. I felt like the people that were around me were all doing better than me, and I felt that I had a lot more in me to share. I felt like I wanted to give back. I was learning a lot at the time. I was doing a lot of freelance, but I was worried, and I thought, okay, let me create a YouTube channel. Let me start making some videos and share what I've been learning the past 10 years. I thought it would be cool. So it was in 2015 that I actually bought a microphone very similar to this, and and I thought, okay, great, I'm ready. And then I put it on my desk, and then I looked at the microphone. I would wake up in the morning, I look at the microphone, and I say, tomorrow, tomorrow I'll make a video. I'm not quite ready yet. I don't feel confident enough. And that microphone sat on my desk, collecting dust for nearly 2 years. 2 years before I got the courage up to make a video. And it was finally when I reached actually a low point in my life in 2017 where I could barely afford to pay the bills, where I actually had to break into one of my girlfriend's piggy banks at the time to pay for food. I did pay her back, but it was definitely a low point. And at that point, I said, you know what? I actually have nothing to lose. So I decided to make my first video. And it didn't go well, but it went well enough, right? I didn't get a lot of views. It got some decent feedback. And it wasn't the views at that time, it was the feedback like, hey, I learned something new. Thanks for teaching me. I had a few views and a few, one or two comments with feedback. And it was that feedback that said, hey, no matter how little that I know about Excel or this specific, because I didn't know that platform like many people, right? I just knew one niche. I knew how to use VBA and build some small software, and I knew some cool tricks. I didn't know much more than that. But I figured, okay, I could teach that, right? So I could teach what I know. And I was always worried at that point that, oh, some people are going to say, well, Randy, there's a better way to do this. You're dumb, right? Honestly, that was the feelings that I had. And but at the same time, I realized that I had to do something different. I could not continue down this road. And I also felt that my potential was much more. I felt that I had more to give, and it was just a matter of doing it and starting without waiting for the confidence, without waiting for the perfect time. So I did. I made that first video. And at that time, I vowed to make a video every single week. And if you were to look back on that video, it's pretty bad, right? I was able to teach something helpful, but the way that I could talk and it was like it was pretty bad. But I think that the most important thing was that we make a lot of mistakes when we start. And that is the whole point, is to make those mistakes. Without those mistakes, there's actually no ability to learn from them. And so I did. After the next week, I made another video and another video. And so I vowed at that time that I was going to make a video every single week, no matter if nobody watched. And so I kind of built upon that. And then I started building templates and applications and building from scratch. And so it just kind of grew on itself. And then a year from, I think it was like 11 months from the first time that I created my first video was when I launched my first course. And that was actually the first time that I actually made any money at all from doing this. So that was 11 months of effort before I actually made my first dollar doing it. Up until that, I had been doing the videos and I had been creating freelance jobs for people to make ends meet. But so that was the first course. It was the Excel for Freelancers dashboard masterclass. So it was a really cool dashboard where something that I'd done for my clients, and then I was able to teach it. So it was at that moment that I knew, okay, I have a future. So at that moment, I decided to give up all the freelance jobs and go headfirst into Excel for Freelancers. It was also a few months after that I hired my first VA, virtual assistant, to help me. And things kind of took off from there. So there was lots of times, lots of struggles. And I think that what you see on the front end Sometimes you see glitches or small bumps in the road, with emails or whatever. But sometimes in the back, it's a lot of hard work. Like, for example, you might see a 30-second intro when I create a video, but you don't realize the 50 times that I had to record it because I messed up the first 49 times, or the one time that I got it right, but my microphone was off, or the problem was the video, right? So there's so much that goes into the work of it. And so whatever it is that your goals are, it's just a matter of putting in the effort, being patient, being persistent, and following your passion. And that's what I've tried to do here in the last 9 years. July 17th of 2017 is when I first launched my channel. So we're just about a little over 9 years. And it is that time. Let me just make sure that you guys are seeing this. Okay, cool. I see the comments coming in. So it was at that time, after 9 years, that I was persistent. And we've had lots of ups and downs and lots of changes. But the only reason that kept me going from week to week was your feedback, your inspiration, your comments, your ideas, and the impact that I was able to make. I was actually, just teaching something like Excel application development or how to create your own applications. And I decided early on that I didn't just want to teach Excel. There was tons of people teaching Excel, but my goal was actually to teach you how to become successful with Excel, or even just Excel as a tool. And so that's going to be always my goal, is to help you reach your success, your dreams, and your goals. And that's always been my focus, because I always wanted somebody, when I was starting out, somebody to say, hey, you have the potential, you can do this, you can take your ideas and you can create a really amazing lifestyle and life for yourself, following your dreams. All we need is sometimes just someone to hold our hand, just someone to take us. And I want to be that person for you, because when you're living far out of your home country, as I am, there's not a lot of support around, right? So I'm kind of just alone here. You can't walk down the street and ask somebody for support, although there is a decent expat, but I just couldn't relate to a lot of people. So I kind of buried myself online and learned as much as I could. And here we are 9 years later. And thank you for your support. So it is your ideas, your feedback, that's enabled me to keep me going. So whether that's good feedback or bad feedback, I get all of it, but I appreciate all of it, because even the bad feedback, I learn from it. The good feedback motivates me. So without you here, your support, I could never have done this. And achieving 1 million subscribers on YouTube is just incredible. And the good thing is, this journey is not over. It is actually just beginning. And so we have been working really hard the past 9 years, bringing you Excel, and the future of what we're going to be doing here hasn't changed. Now the tools have changed, because so much has changed. Whereas now, before it could take me 2 to 3 days to create a really great application for you, AI can now do that in literally minutes. So the tools must shift, right? We cannot stay just doing what we've done. However, the goal is the same. The goal is simple. It is to make you successful using the tools, right? So whatever your goals are, I want to bring those tools for you. Excel is a great tool, but it is just one of many tools that will help in your success. So moving forward, I want to do that. And a lot of it's going to be about AI, because that is the future. And some of it will be Excel. And a lot of it's going to be based on your feedback, your goals. I'm going to be checking out the newest tools. I'm going to be checking out the newest ways to help you reach your goals. That's my goal, is to help you reach yours. Now, if your goals, whatever your goals are, whether it's software development, whether you want to run a company, whether you're simply working in a company, whether you want to be a successful freelancer, application developer, whatever those goals are, I'm going to find the tools to help you reach those goals faster, better, with less stress, and earn more money, and also just reach your dreams. Your goals may not be to earn money. Maybe your goals are just simply to have more free time with your family, or to be able to travel. So those goals are embedded in my chemistry, and that's exactly what I want to do. So I'm continually searching for tools, tips, tricks, and techniques to help you reach those goals. So I implore you to share those goals with me. What do you want to do? And what are your obstacles? Whether your obstacles are personal or inside, like you're having trouble having the confidence to simply start, because I've gone through that myself, or whether they're technical tools, like you're working in a company that doesn't allow AI, or you may have time management. You have a large family that you have to take care of, and you don't have the time necessarily to put into something else. Regardless of those goals, I want to help you. And that is really the future of it, the future of what we're going to do here. I'm also considering starting a new channel, but I could keep this one. So there's a few things in addition to this one. If we go too far off the Excel route, maybe it'll be a new channel, or maybe we'll just rename this one. So I've got some ideas, but the goals don't change. And that is simply to help you reach your success. And I'm super happy I'm going here. I want to keep an eye on the time. And I also want to read your feedback. Awake late night to watch it. Thank you so much. Late night. I appreciate that. And I'm super excited to bring this to you. So thank you. So that is simply the goal, is to help you and to guide you. So the only way that I know what those goals are, the only way that I know what your dreams are or what your pains and your problems, is if you tell me, if you respond. Uh, the good thing is, if you do comment on YouTube, if you do email me, one thing that I pride myself on is to be able to respond to each and every single one of you. If, for those of you that know me, or for those of you that have seen my feedback, there is not a single comment that I'm aware of. There's not a single comment on YouTube in the 9 years and the millions and millions, 50 million views, that I did not personally respond to. And I don't use AI for that. So that means every morning with my coffee, which is empty now, I respond to every single comment and every single email. And it's not that difficult. It's not that much work, because I do it every day, so I don't get behind. And even when I'm traveling or wherever I am, the first thing I do is respond to every single YouTube comment and, of course, every single email. Sometimes I do forward emails to my staff, of course, but I make sure that everybody gets a response. And that's actually the least I can do for you, because you have given me not something more valuable than purchases, which is your time. And the time that you're spending now with me is far more valuable than anything else. And in the days of, video shorts and TikTok, and where videos are 20 and 30 seconds, your time is even more valuable. The time that you invest in me, which is actually investing in yourself to learn the skills to help your future. And I really appreciate that. So I value your time. I try not to waste it. Some of the videos are shorter now, which helps, but I've done 5-hour videos. So it depends on what you're looking for. Of course, if the solution or is going to be a longer solution drawn out, like the last video was 48 minutes, a little bit longer, some videos are 16 to 20 minutes. Regardless of how long it is, I do appreciate your continued support and time that you invest in yourself, and of course, and you're honoring yourself and your goals. And hopefully that I can bring that to you. There is actually so many possibilities in this new age of AI. And so I want you to feel like that there's anything's on the table that I can bring to you, right? So whether it is something that's going to help you in your office, something that will help you at your home, with your family, or with travel, pretty much anything, if we can help automate it, if I can help make things faster, easier, or things to make you more money. Like in the last video, if you haven't seen it yet, we did take a simple idea, an older template that I had, and we brought it through all 9 steps into a complete application with a website, with a sales page, with a payment processor, and a payment. So that means from concept to cash in 48 minutes. So we did that in the last video. If you haven't got it, that was really cool. I enjoyed that one a lot. I'll be doing more things like that because I really want you to become more confident, and I want you to try new things. And don't wait 2 years like I did to just start. Many of you have ideas and you have goals, and you're waiting for the right time, or you're waiting for that confidence. That confidence, if you're waiting for it, confidence only comes from actually doing things. You don't wake up one morning with confidence saying, "Oh, I feel confident today. I think I'll do it." That just doesn't happen, right? The confidence comes from doing it, making mistakes, learning, and doing it again and again, again. That's the only place that confidence comes. And it's a competence loop. So confidence, competence. The more you do, the more competent you come. And then the more competent you become, and then the more confident you become. So it's just a matter of doing that. And so even for me, this is only my second live in 9 years. So I'm trying to do more and bring out to you, but it's a little bit scary for me. But if you're not getting a little bit out of your comfort zone every single day with at least one new thing, you're probably not pushing hard enough. And I think that we all need to get more out of our comfort zone and try to do new things, because the learning and the growing only comes from when we get a little bit outside of our confidence, our confidence zone, and that is when we become more confident. And I think that's great advice. I got that advice many years ago, and I think it's really helped me because it allows me to push myself and try new things. And even my staff will come to me and say, "Hey, why don't you do a live webinar?" I'm just like, "Ugh, maybe." So I still get stressed. I still, so I think it's okay. Even after 500 something videos, I still get nervous when I do a video. I still am apprehensive, and that may never go away. That worry, that stress may never go away. And I think that we just have to learn to deal with it, right? So we have to say, you know what? Yes, it's stressful. Yes, I might make mistakes, but we're going to do it anyways, right? So it's accepting the fact that you're worried or apprehensive or nervous and saying, okay, I understand that. I recognize that I'm, a little bit nervous. I'm nervous now talking to you, but I'm going to do it anyways because it's the right thing to do, right? And it may not be the easiest thing to do. And more often than not, the easiest thing to do is not necessarily the right thing to do. More often than not, that thing that you've been putting off, the harder thing, the more difficult, challenging, that longer route is probably the right thing to do because that's the route that you're going to learn the most. It's also the most challenging. And I find myself doing that a lot more because I realize that the quick shortcut way is rarely the right way. So keep that in mind. Now, of course, when it comes to work, we do want to use the best tools so that we can take the shortcuts. If the outcome and the output is just as good or better, of course, we're going to take a quicker way. So I know I'm rambling here a lot, but when I create these weekly videos, I just don't get a chance to talk to you and share with you my ideas and my insights and my worries and fears. And so I figured, okay, why don't we take this live opportunity to do that? With that said, I've got so many more things in store for us this year. I am super excited. If you have not joined yet, we do have an elite membership program with tons and tons of great content, over 250 updated applications and trainings. I got a free brand new bonus for you, no cost to you, just for joining this live. If you click the link in the description, and you're going to be able to choose your bonus. I've got 3 different options for you. You'll be able to choose one. And that's just simply a thank you from me for not only joining me today, but also for many, many years of support. So I do really appreciate you. Without you, I could not be here. 1 million subscribers is just amazing. Let me know what you want to see. This channel, these videos, they are for you. They are for you to help you reach your goals. In this AI world, there's a lot that's unknown and it changes so quick. So without your ideas and your feedback, I don't necessarily know the direction that I might want to take it. So based on your challenges, let me help you with those challenges. Let me help you overcome. Let me help you become successful. And whatever success means to you, whether it means more money, whether it means more time with your family, vacations, or eating what you want, let me know, because that's my goal, is to help you reach your goals. All right, I'm going to close it up. Thank you. We are 20 minutes into it, so thank you. I'm super happy. I'm going to read all the comments when I get a chance. So thank you so much. Don't forget to click the link down below. Grab your free bonus. It'll be up for the next 24 hours. And also, we've got a $1,030,000 coupon that is going to be available for you if you want to purchase anything for the next 24 hours. As far as our elite or our ultimate workbook pack with over 500 workbooks, I've got that as well. Thank you so much, and we'll see you at 2 million or before that, probably. All right, thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.